I mashed my keyboard 10,000 times on Mokeysniper's Superglide trainer in order to answer the burning question. Does it work? Hi, I'm Incubator. I make videos about improving in Apex Legends. Subscribe if you want to see more. Today we're experimenting whether Mokey's Superglide trainer will successfully train me to perform superglides in-game. This Superglide trainer was made by these lovely people here. It's easy to understand, just input the buttons that you use in-game and click start. And like many, that's how my journey started. But before we actually start the journey, I figured I should mention my hardware. I'm using a K65 RGB Mini, and it has an actuation distance of 1.2 millimeters. If you don't know what that means, it means you probably just bought your keyboard from Target and called it a day. 1,000 times in. At this stage, I was still getting a feel for it. My input keys were the same as what I had started with, and my overall Superglide consistency was around 23%. I was in high hopes, but that didn't last long. 2,500 times in. I gotta be honest, at this point I was getting a little frustrated. I wasn't listening to any music because I wanted to stay focused, so the only thing I had heard for the past 30 minutes was my failure and this. It was driving me crazy. My overall Superglide consistency had dropped and was now only around 16%. I was going too fast and was only missing it by 1 to 2 frames, which is so short. Luckily, my frustration didn't last too much longer, because by the time I was 5,000 times in, I was feeling a little better. The keys were still driving me crazy, but I had made some changes that had helped. I had changed my crouch key to V because I felt like the bending of my thumb to the C key was a little uncomfortable. This change definitely helped because I was back up to around 23% overall consistency. By the time I was 7,500 times in, I was feeling much better. I was hitting about 1 in 3 superglides. My overall consistency had only gone up to 26% by this point, but I could feel the improvement. And by the time I was 10,000 times in, I was feeling very confident. My overall consistency had gone up 10% and was now at 36%. However, even though it was only at 36%, I was hitting more than that percentage in a row. It took me about 2 hours to get to 10,000 times, and as I said, I was feeling confident. So it was time to hop into the range and test the superglides for real. I read the helpful tips to get better and was using that as a guide for the timing. And, to my surprise, I actually achieved a superglide very quickly. I definitely wasn't consistent, but I was happy that I had actually achieved one. And with that, I think we've answered the question as to whether the Superglide trainer works or not. It does. It's an incredible tool and I highly recommend it. If you're looking for another tool to improve at Apex Legends, I recently made a video about an amazing recoil trainer, so check that out. Like the video if you liked it, and have a good one.